Happy Sabbath, our viewers. Welcome to Gashi Skyman TV. This is your host, Gashi Skyman, the tallest man in Black Africa. The day after tomorrow, that is Monday, Kenya's political landscape may change forever. The Supreme Court is likely to surprise everyone. If you are joining this channel for the first time, kindly subscribe and like our video, comment, and share, and we are very, very grateful for those who are continuing to support us. So, the Mother Kome Supreme Court will give its ruling, and people are keeping their fingers crossed. Raila Amolo Odinga is convinced that you carry the day. William Samoei Ruto is also convinced that he will also carry the day. Raila Amolo Odinga is used to the trenches. Raila Amolo Odinga is used to fighting for democracy. And I've always opined in this channel that when the history of this country will finally be written, Raila Amolo Odinga will occupy many chapters. He will occupy the chapter of democracy, the chapter of fighting for the downtrodden, the chapter for fighting the constitution. He is the father of devolution. Now, haitwi baba tu kwa sababu ni jina. A rose by a different name would sound as sweet. But ilake wakati ambapo unasikia akiitwa Tiga, ni vile ambavyo aliweza kubomoa utawala wa Moi. In fact, we cannot talk of multipartyism without mentioning Raila Amolo Odinga, without mentioning Kenneth Matiba, without mentioning many other politicians who fought for the second liberation. Just like you cannot talk of corruption without mentioning two people in Kenya, that is William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. That is the history. Those are the facts that are there. So, I can say that there will be a thunderous fall. If, for instance, the Supreme Court find that William Samoei Ruto is not fit to be the president. If, for instance, because you see, this court could surprise everybody, and William Samoei Ruto will not be the president-elect, most likely. That is what will be happening from Monday. So by the time you'll be going to bed, William Samoei Ruto on Monday, he will not be the president-elect. And all the trapping of powers that go with this, all the privileges, zitaondolewa zote. Kwa hivyo ni jambo ambalo watu wamekuwa wakijikuna kichwa wakitaka kujua matokeo ambayo yatakuwa yakitokea pale. I've always opined that Uhuru plays a long-term game. Jambo ambalo watu wamekuwa wakiuliza. When we are chatting in WhatsApp, they have been asking me this question. Why did Uhuru Kenyatta allow William Samoei Ruto to go all the way mpaka mwisho akamwachilia ashiriki katika wizi wa kura? Because you cannot leave him, huwezi ukamwacha wakati ambapo wizi wa kura unatajwa, kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo mambo yanavyojitokeza wazi. Ni wazi kama meno ya giri kwamba alihusika na haya yote ambayo yanafanyika katika the IEBC. So people have been asking, and I've always also said that when you see Uhuru is somebody who calculates his steps. Sio tu kuinua mguu na kukanyaga pale. Ni mahali ambapo anaangalia kwanza anakanyaga wapi. So if you look at the way he's behaving for instance, utapata kwamba amenyamaza sana, haongei. Na wakati anajitokeza, he's coming out as a celeb. In fact, everybody want to hear what he's going to say. Everybody want to hear why he's silent. Wakati alijitokeza kule Mombasa wakiwa na the governor of Mombasa and the former governor Joho, utaona kwamba the town came to a standstill. And I think William Samoei Ruto cannot do this. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia utaona kwamba, if you ask me, he allowed William Samoei Ruto to get yellow flowers from the mountain in the Rift Valley. Akapewa maua badala ya nini. You see, somebody was saying that all this is a game plan which was allowed to happen. And what we can say is that he was given a rope. So William Samoei Ruto is holding a rope in his hand. Is he going to hang himself? Atajitia kitanzi? So ni swali ambalo watu wengi wanajiuliza, because what we know is that William Samoei Ruto was allowed actually deliberately by the state to think that he's the president, because we are at most of the time, he has been abusing the president, he has been abusing the outgoing president, all the disrespect na mambo mengi ambayo amekuwa akifanya with one leg in the government, but the body and the heart in the opposition. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba the courts may bar him from contesting. Ndio nasema watu wanaweza kushangaa sana. Jambo moja ambalo hii koti ya Martha Koome inaweza kufanya ni kwamba if they are going to follow the constitution, because that is what they said, that they are going to follow every rule in the book when it comes to making the judgment. And if William Samoei Ruto is found to be guilty of committing an electoral offense, and maybe even found not fit to hold a public office on integrity ground, this man could be stopped forever from contesting the elections. So what does this mean? This means automatically Raila becomes the president, because sioni mtu mwingine ambaye wanaweza kushindana na Raila Amolo Odinga, because when you look at the 60 days that to be given for a rerun, basi utajua ni hivyo, ni jambo ambalo linawezekana. So the Supreme Court must give a landmark ruling. That is what many people are saying. And I think our Supreme Court, when it comes to making weighty decisions, they don't shy away from it. They made the BBI fall like a thunderbolt. Now, I'm saying that even William Samoei Ruto can fall like the BBI. So kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba the mighty Ruto may not have time to be the president of this country, kwa sababu kile ambacho tunaona kwamba ikiwa koti itaamua kwamba huyu mtu alishiriki katika wizi, because actually he was the beneficiary, and his footprints and fingerprints will be seen in one way or the other. Because the game is wrong, and people should be in for a big haul. So keep watching this channel to see what is going to happen on Monday. The other person who will fall Thunderous is none other than Wafula Chebukati. Wafula Chebukati, who is as blind as a mice. Na utapata kwamba huyu ni mtu ambaye hawezi kuachiliwa. The man came out stinking, ananuka kama beberu, kama tulivyosema katika video nyingine. Utapata kwamba this time utapata kwamba the higot, political higot, kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo ilivyo, sababu ni mtu ambaye anataka kuingia mahali ambapo zizi ambalo si lake, na anataka kuhakikisha kwamba Kenya is in the wrong hands. So I think the Supreme Court will not allow him to continue messing with this country, because if there's somebody who has messed with this country, if there's somebody who has messed with the elections in this country, it is none other but Wafula Chebukati. Will the Supreme Court allow him to continue messing with the elections? Will the Supreme Court allow him to conduct another election? I doubt. Kwa hivyo huyu ni mtu ambaye, even if William Samoei Ruto's election be upheld, Wafula Chebukati may end up in jail. In fact, he made up in the four walls of committee, kwa sababu ni mtu ambaye hataweza kukwepa uamuzi hatari na kali ambao utatolewa. This man is the villain in all these elections. This man cannot be trusted. This man is clueless. This man doesn't care. This is one person who has brought us in this mess. Kwa sababu ukiangalia right from the voter registration, all the way to the tendering of the election equipment, all the way to contracting those companies that were providing technologies, mathematics, utaona kwamba he never even carried the due diligence kujua kwamba Smartmatic company is one company that has messed in many other countries. Venezuelans were not it's not the first time we are seeing them here. They have been in many other countries, including Philippines. Kwa kile ambacho huyu mtu anafaa kufanywa ni kwamba atasulubishwa na mahakama, na nimesema most likely I've also opined that he's likely to be crucified upside down. And this should be the thing, because we cannot allow this person to continue holding office and calling the country in his palm bila kujali. You know, it is said that a bridge is repaired only when someone falls into the water. The time has come now to repair the bridge. The country needs a bridge, the bridge to prosperity. The country needs a bridge to reach the Canaan. Kwa sababu without that bridge, this country will remain a third world country, poor. In fact, as we talk now, the shilling continue to depreciate against the dollar. Now it is hitting 121.9, and it is running all-time low. And this is because of what is happening. And we cannot blame Uhuru Kenyatta. We can only blame corruption. And this is why we can also say that Gachagua, because it's another person who is also very corrupt. The billionaire hustler, as he want us to believe that he's a hustler, who is also a billionaire, he not also be given time to be the vice president, the deputy president of this country. Kwa sababu kile ambacho kinajitokeza ni kwamba it is a known secret that this man who is saying is a billionaire has all traces of corruption. Ni mtu ambaye ana mabilioni ya pesa, ni mtu ambaye he has been indicted by the courts. So it is you cannot have a deputy president who is actually tainted. And you see the problem with the Wafula Chebukati. Wafula Chebukati knew that these guys did not pass the integrity chapter. In fact, if somebody was to go to court and talk about integrity, William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua should not have been allowed to contest from the first place. Kwa hivyo ikiwa watu hawa koti itabadilisha uchaguzi, ikiwa koti itahakikisha kwamba hao watu wajashiriki katika uchaguzi tena, it will have done a very good service to the people of Kenya. You know, we always say that a goat spends all its time trying to run away from the wolf, only to be eaten by the shepherd. So you cannot keep on running away from other things, diseases, ignorance, what, only to be eaten by our leaders. Like now I'm saying that, because if we give Ruto the stewardship of this country, if you allow it to be the shepherd of this country, if you allow him to carry out the statecraft of this country, kile ambacho tutakuwa ni kwamba tutavuna mabaya. And you see what is happening. People from the mountain, what they are saying is that if William Samoei Ruto becomes the president, the first time they are likely to develop so much, kwa sababu watakuwa kitaka achaguliwe kwa mara ya pili. But why should this happen at the expense of other communities? Why should it happen because I believe that if it is development, it should be carried out in all places. So ukiangalia utaona kwamba hata wale ambao watu wamekuwa kimuga mkono, utaona kwamba kutoka sehemu za Mlima Kenya wanafanya hivi ili wajinufaishe wao wenyewe, which is quite unfair, which is quite undemocratic, and this is not what we expect. We expect somebody like Raila Amolo Odinga, who is acceptable in all corners of the country, who has fought for this country, who has a vision, big vision for this country. And Raila is so strong that he understands what the country needs. In fact, he has the prescription of what the country needs. So let's hope that the Supreme Court is going to give a favorable judgment in Azimio, so that this country can move forward. This country can be able to move to the next level. This country can be saved from corruption. So without fighting corruption in this country, hakuna jambo ambalo tunafanya. So if, again, as I said, if you have joined this channel for the first time and you have never subscribed, this is Gachis Kaiman TV. Kindly subscribe, hit the red button, the bell. Our viewers, you are very, very humbled. Kenyans, people in the diaspora, everywhere, because this channel is yours. It's not even mine. This is where we meet and discuss issues. So feel free to comment, like our videos, and share. And may you have a blessed Sabbath. Bye-bye.